Hi, hi. So, as you can see, 99 Fletching, I missed it again. I had every intent in the world of recording when I actually went over the 99 mark, as I did for the first few skills, and then have become less and less consistent, more and more negligent, letting these pivotal moments in my account just slip past like a ship in the night. Quite literally this time. I went out with some friends, and I completely forgot what I had left it idling doing, and I just came back now and saw the 99 pop up. But I thought at the very least we can kind of share a few new experiences together. Like, I haven't yet looked at what the skill cape does, and I'm very, very interested in what it could possibly do because a friend of mine, my friend Chris, who is kind of my only other source of information for this game. Oh, outside of, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much to Crippled Lamp, I believe is their name. Yes, Crippled Lamp, who let me know that there's an option to auto drink potions, that as soon as the potion runs out, we'll see here with my bird's nest potion, that blam, immediately reinvigorates. So this changes everything. My crafting grind seems way, way, way more feasible now to do with some efficiency. So I'm really, really happy to find that out. But yeah, usually I'm quite isolated for information for this game. Previously the money-making method I've been using is the gem gloves. That you can get one free gem with every action. Quickly offsets the price of charging the gloves. And I believe this was the money-making method for quite a while. But then something changed. That's like my first clue. Something changed in order to make this new method more efficient. And that it has something to do with fletching. But that you need 99 woodcutting and 99 fletching. So my guess is that you cut magic trees, and then you fletch magic longbows with the potion that gives you a chance to double your fletching output, which I've run out of. I burned through all of those doing fletching. I wanted to just do it all with normal longbows because I have over 1,000,000 normal logs, and I like the idea of having 1,000,000 normal longbows. But it just was so much more efficient to just like AFK getting magic logs and redwoods overnight and then making longbows or magic longbows and redwood longbows. So I'm curious, like, how many of these I've made. We made 35,000 magic longbows. Where are the redwood longbows and short bows? Oh, here we go. And 36,000 redwood longbows. And then some ungodly number, 337,000 normal longbows. So those combined with like a trivial number of these other ones. I guess I did like 300 and some U. But that's what it takes for 99 fletching. Also, I strung a bunch of magic short bows and long bows. But for the most part, I was just making unstrung ones because I had the logs for it. Yeah, so the potions were really nice insofar as when you get a double unstrung bow, that gives you 2 bows to string. So it's essentially like extra EXP. But even better, it's extra money. That essentially you can turn one 300 gold log into 2 300 gold bows if you have the doubling thing. So my suspicion is that the fletching cape will automatically give you double output. So that when you activate the potion, you now have a chance of quad output, which is very, very appealing to me. That touches me somewhere deep in my large number appreciating soul to have a 4 times multiplier. Ooh, I hope I'm right. I think it makes sense too, because you're often making arrows. So to be able to double up on arrows, I think makes a lot of sense, given that you burn them every time you're fighting with them. We can do some other stuff before we have that big reveal. Let's claim all these tokens. Nice, 69, nice. And we got a couple farming tokens. Cool, cool, good. The farming cycle is still continuing, as I described in the last video. We're up to 56 is the lowest mastery, moving all of these up to 57, and then eventually we'll catch snapegrass. Snapegrass will be the next one to join the rotation. I don't really have all that many snapegrass seeds, especially not carrot seeds. So at some point I probably will have to rob the farmer again if I want to grind all these to 99. But again, that's like a very low priority. I'm much more interested in actually finishing off the woodcutting, which is getting closer and closer since I left it AFKing overnight woodcutting a few times. It's so satisfying waking up in the morning and having like 80 or 90 tokens. Well, not probably like 50, I guess. One time I had like over 100, but that's because I was doing it to get the natural 99 and I wasn't burning any. But yeah, sometimes I'll wake up with like 50 and then just take a huge chunk off of this. It's so satisfying. Farming is like almost halfway, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, fletching is coming along pretty well too. Just because, like, I think the best way to do mastery is just to spam the quickest action and wait for mastery token drops. More and more I'm getting convinced of that. With farming, it's a little different because the difference between the fastest action and the slowest action only really matters if you're checking the game within that interval, like between 20 minutes and 30 minutes or whatever, or between 40 minutes and 80 minutes as the case may be. So I don't know if this mentality applies to farming, but I'm tempted for woodcutting to maybe just do this one and magic trees, just because this will complete so many more times and I'll have so many more chances to get the mastery token drop. But yeah, that's the lesson I learned from fletching, because I got 99 mastery on my normal bow, and I could just whip these out so quickly that we got tons and tons of tokens too, and a lot of the other ones are getting pretty far along. Yeah, let's check out what this skill cape does. My guess is that it inherently doubles. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, this is a really good way to make money. We have 20,000 magic logs, and we can turn that into 40,000 magic longbows. And so this goes from 600,000, no, 6 million, wait, we can just check. 6 million gold to 12 million gold. Wow, math on point. I'm sorry, it's late. I just got home. Let's open these birds' nests too. So that's pretty cool. And of course it gets way better if you make the potions as well, which I think we can do. I've just been focusing on the crafting potion because I figured the EXP boost for crafting is going to save me a lot of money in the long run. But I guess if I want to make money, we can make a ton of these and then start getting quad bows. Quad bows! Ooh, if you've been following my Pokemon playthrough, RIP, there was the point where I got the 2 money doubling items, and I so naively thought that Nintendo would give me the beauty, the glory of quad money, but no, for some stupid reason they don't stack. So you don't get to get 4 times the earnings. If these don't stack, I'm gonna be so mad. But they know. This entire game is based on the fact that they know how satisfying it is to see big numbers get bigger and then see them get bigger at an accelerated rate. Yeah, so the Herblore grind, I recently unlocked this potion, which made me really relieved, and I'll tell you why. I realized that if there was a potion that for whatever reason, actually not even for whatever reason, so these I can't do because they all require combat drops and I'm not starting combat yet. So I was like, oh no, what if I do so much Herblore and I get so many mastery tokens that these get pushed over 15 and then I'll never be able to get the first tier potion. This is like a very distressing idea to me because of course I want to get item log completion. So I was like, oh my god, like, is it impossible to get these potions if I've already pushed it into tier 2? But then there's this. I can always grind these out, use these to randomly proc all of the combat potions. It might actually come to that. I don't know. I don't know how many mastery tokens. Alternatively, I can just hold off on using any Herblore mastery tokens until I've started combat and done all these combat things. But mastery tokens are so much fun to use, and it's helpful to get into the higher tiers of these because they're generally significantly better. Like they double your odds of the potion's success or whatever. Anyways, so I was very relieved to see this. It seemed like this was a very deliberate choice to make sure that you can't lock yourself out of items permanently. So that was good. That was good. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, yeah. The other exciting thing, my crafting grind is coming along bit by bit. Especially now that I have the auto potion, it makes it so much easier. And we've unlocked our first piece of dragon hide to craft, which is quite exciting. The thing though is like, so, okay. Like I'm gonna make one just for the sake of making one, for the item log and stuff. Can clean this up a bit, I guess. Sell all these. Sure, we can sell our cabbages. So we have, right now we have no leather. Is that right? Yeah, I guess not. So first you have to buy our 1,000 leather, and then you can buy 1,000 green dragon hide. So that's 200,000 per. That's not really all that bad. And then it's basically, I guess, the cost of 2 normal leather, this one, for 62 experience, whereas the best I can do... Okay, so that does actually seem like it's worth doing. Okay, that's good, that's good. And because of the doubler too, it's like more, like it's actually some, it's like 62 plus 10.1 of like some, it's like 62 plus 6, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. 62 plus 6.2, whereas this is 27 point plus 2.7, so it's like even more of a difference. So I think this is worth doing. We can at least make 1,000 of them. So nice. Another one for the log. Where do these go? Right here. Geez, the illustration of the vampire seems really weird to me. Am I crazy? Just something about the black outlines and the black details on it. It looks so like MS Painty. Everything else has like minor gradients or at least kind of like a muted kind of color scheme, I guess I'd say. What is this? I don't know. I like that they've kind of followed the RuneScape tradition of having no consistency whatsoever. Like, these gloves look like this, these gloves look like this, these gloves look like this. Like, just the positioning is different, everything is different. This glove is like these gloves for some reason, even though these gloves are like, I don't know. I love it. It's charming. It's charming. I think RuneScape. This one kind of looks silly too. I don't know. Maybe there's more silly ones than I realize. So that's cool. This is what the crafting grind is going to look like. That's the next immediate goal. I want to keep kind of doing these in order. Rune crafting. Oh, we haven't even thought about this one yet. I don't think... Here, we can try really quick. Yeah, you don't get gems by mining rune essence. I don't know why I'm always getting 2. Maybe that's just how this one works. So that's it's a little spooky. We won't make money by doing this, at least until we get runes that we can sell for. Let's actually do this. I've literally never gotten experience in this skill. Let's make a few air runes. Nice. How much do you sell for? 1. We're making $1. Oops, you can't see. But yeah, they sell for 1. Oh boy. Yeah, I like the idea of rune crafting being just the most brutal and insufferable of all the grinds. I assume the last skill potion I unlock is going to be for rune crafting too. So I'm going to kind of take that at its own pace. And yeesh, yeah, this is going to be an ordeal. But I like that it's an ordeal. It feels very appropriate to the skill. In the meantime, we will slowly but surely make our way through the crafting tiers. I don't really want to AFK these, because for leather at least, like this was worth, these were all worth like strictly more. Even though it's the same resources, it was just worth strictly more. So I assume the same thing will happen with the D-hide. So I am like, I don't really want to AFK this too much, but it's okay, because like I was almost hoping for a less AFKable skill just because I'm at my computer so much for work anyways. And as I said, I think in the last video, often I'm like sitting in a meeting and all I have to do is just pay enough attention. So something like this is just fantastic. So part of me, I'll admit, part of me was a little disappointed when I found out about auto potion. I was like, damn, I was gonna potion so good. Potion during calls, like, oh man. But it's like so much better. Like I'm actually so happy overall. Yeah, so the pacifism era of the account kind of coming to a close. I'm guessing maybe within the end of March, we'll finally take up our sword and head into the real world of Melvor. So I'm quite excited. I hope you're excited too. And I'll see you probably after I get 99 crafting, if patterns hold. Ah, I was so disappointed in myself. Cause like I had seen, I was like about this way far through 98. So I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure not to leave it on overnight. And then tomorrow morning probably I can come in and record the 99. But then I just like left and I forgot and I came back home. 99. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Um, yeah, with that in mind, I'm actually going to do more wood cutting so that I can make money through this method when I need to. Equip this. And I'm going to do magic trees and oak trees just because this gives me so many rolls at mastery tokens. Oh boy, we're all full. Yes. Just sell these. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Another one down. We're at 9 mastery, 999s. It's pretty good. 52% skill completion. We're getting there. Bye bye.